That was Sir Donald McIntyre. Anyone else like to share a story? I like to share a story. As many of you know, Jesco traveled quite a bit, and each time he planned a trip to go to Russia, he would send some of our friends into fear, who had to organize it and make all the arrangements for Jesco. Jesco was at least you can say, a very outgoing person, and everyone knew how he felt, whether good or bad. He would let you know, and you never had to guess where Jesco stood. You knew he was an upfront kind of guy, but he always appreciated everything that people did for him, and he relied on other people to be able to do the things that he was able to do. And I know he personally appreciated all the work that many of you here in this room have actually helped Jesco accomplish. Jesco was a very deep thinker, a deep thought kind of person. He was well read. He was a prolific author, even from his early days. And I'd like to share with you a passage from Don Quixote that he particularly liked, and that he was self-reflective on, that sort of reflected his own personal journey through life. When a man starts to learn, he is never clear about his objectives. His purpose is faulty. His intent is vague. He hopes for rewards that will never materialize, for he knows nothing of the hardships of learning. He slowly begins to learn, bit by bit at first, then in big chunks, and his thoughts soon clash. What he learns is never what he pictured or imagined, and so he begins to be afraid. Learning is never what one expects. Every step in learning is a new task, and the fear the man is experiencing begins to mount mercilessly, unyieldingly. His purpose becomes a battlefield. And thus he has stumbled upon the first of his natural enemies, fear. A terrible enemy, treacherous and difficult to overcome. It remains concealed at every turn of the way, prowling, waiting. And if the man, terrified in its presence, runs away, his enemy will have put an end to his quest. What will happen to the man if he runs away in fear? Nothing happens to him except that he will never learn. He will never become a man of knowledge. He will perhaps be a bully or a harmless, scared man. At any rate, he will be a defeated man. His first enemy will have put an end to his cravings. And what can he do to overcome fear? The answer is very simple. He must not run away. He must defy his fear, and in spite of it, he must take the next step in learning, and the next step, and the next step. He must be fully afraid, and yet he must not stop. That is the rule. And the moment will come when his first enemy retreats. The man begins to feel sure of himself. His intent becomes stronger. Learning is no longer a terrifying task. When this joyful moment comes, the man can say without hesitation that he has defeated his first natural enemy. That's all I have. Gerst, I'd like to invite Gerst up to come and say a few closing remarks.